We lose it, and they go towards the Bard instead. An I1D classic.
Really love to see that, but I really like the Renata here. When we talked about the draft kicking off, it's all about like dive.
Because the wave was so heavily pushed back in as well, doesn't even need to use his teleport. Yanxian takes a very easy gank on top side, keeps his flash, doesn't necessarily want to trade flash for flash with the Kasansei, gets his lane. Grubs spawning in that extra minute. So again, I feel like that's really what's on the table here from Team WE.
Abel gonna walk in here. He does have a bit of the Severum with the barrier as well. He's gonna immediately Moonlight Vigil a lot of damage. He's going for it. The genius is gonna strut his stuff all over Huanfeng. Does immediately get traded down by Geju.
Abel uses the barrier. They do need to be aware of this Wukong coming online very, very shortly, going towards Triforce as that first item. But as it stands, Abel is ready to start popping. Doesn't have those summoners yet, though.
They are full rapid around. I think Team WE sniffed that something's going wrong. Oh my god, the CC chain there as well with the Lilting Lullaby on top of it. Tangyuan is trying to get away from harm's distance, but now Yang Xiang on the other side getting Geju. And now Team WE actually get a big pick, but they have to be careful because the flash is coming out from Juice, and Juice is going all out. Is he going to be able to survive? He does end up getting one back, but he goes down himself, and the entire time, Wayward has been taking the topside turret.
Themselves a dragon on this bot side of the map, but this might be a bit of a spoiler warning. I'm pretty sure they're not going to survive through into a soul if things keep going this way. Yangshan's also down here too. Doesn't have the flash, but I1's low.
Oh, Swirlsy gonna not hit the mark there in the end. Dragon number 2 for RNG. Be something to write home about there at least.
Ultimate also gets a follow-up auto attack on them at the point afterwards, which means you can crit with the Aphelios ultimate. With an Infinity Edge and 2 crit cloaks, you don't want to be letting him ult you into a clump. They do end up using the Bard ult to save that turret. I don't think it's going to save it because of the 6 grubs. Abel going in,
Geju just wants to make sure, but the turret goes down anyways. TP on the other side though, Juice trying to get Abel. He's going to all out into the rest of the team, and that's huge. They do get him. The dive comp comes up successful. And it will be Huanfeng that gets the kill.
Dive through that. He just maybe just wanted to save his flash, but in that case, why use the barrier? I'm not sure.
Questions we may never know that he has. That's a you know,
right.
sometimes
Yeah,
you
distracted by that.
The Dragon's already going down right now by RNG. That'll be 3rd Dragon in a row for them. So they're on soul point now, and that is pretty huge. Because now they might actually get collapsed on by Team WE, but it's really mid lane that they're looking for.
There's only 2 minions left. They have themselves demolished Bard ult to save the turret. Okay, I1D trying to save as much gold from that as possible. Will it save it? The demolish wasn't charged up quite in time.
All out just came up for Juice. They do end up saving it at least that time around, but now the next minion wave coming in with a cannon as well will secure that for Team WE. So a tier 2 tower goes down, and they can move throughout this topside jungle.
Yeah, and you can, okay, they're highlighting the build in here as well. We already talked about this. It's a whole lot of crit. He'll be going towards, you know, his second item after this point out of one of those crit cloaks. But the whole thing about Aphelios is that you can sometimes feel really not great. Way was just dying. As we were talking about builds,
Squidward
dies.
no!
He tried to greed for a wave push in to get his demolish on that top lane turret, I think, but just not in
this turret as the Tristana, pretty strong. The Navori quick blade helping in that regard. It was the Leandri's completed for Yan Xiang as well, though, bringing a little bit more power to the Lilia.
That can, yes, the double burn, especially when you are the sole AP on your team, really, really hurts. RNG in top side. Geju can potentially go forwards, looking for the swirl seeds. Flash available for the Yangshan.
Oh my goodness, they do so much damage. He's got the bailout though and gets the Lilting Lullaby off just in time, but it's not going to matter. Tangyuan moving forward now as well. Tempered Fate going to set up the fight here. Look at Juice. He's got the entrance. Moonlight Vigil from Abel though, but it doesn't do enough damage on the spread. Now Juice is in some trouble though. Abel's going to be able to clean that one up with the help of Wayward. It's RNG with 4 bodies strong, though, moving over towards this.
The most important fight of the game for them. They don't have a couple of key flashes going towards that objective, and they won't even have themselves the Bard ultimate.
Geju gets about half his health bar taken out from him there as well. RNG just playing very well around a couple of the moments. And really, honestly, heads-up play for moving apart from the Moonlight Vigil now. Yan Xiang going forward here, still has the flash, going for the Lilting Lullaby. Not going to find the combo. Geju, though, he was on the back line, goes down already. There's the Lilting Lullaby, and Huanfeng joins his teammate in the dirt. Nice little explosive shot. Almost taking down Fofo in the end. And that is WE, all-man strong, going to the Dragon and denying the soul of RNG.
No flash on Juice, no flash on Geju, makes that fight so much harder. And Abel uses his barrier to go forward to start 80 carries.
They might come to regret leaving him there, but the Baron going down very quickly. They just got to get the smite off, and that will be secured by Team WE. RNG not going too much further unless Juice overextends here. He's got to be a little bit careful. Going to push his way out of that one. All out as well. Wayward pulls back now. Fofo a little bit in harm's way. Abel, the one in target's focus now, but they have so much damage back. Look at him step forward. That's the genius here, and you might as well call him Einstein, as they're getting everything they came for. Abel steps up, and confidence is key.
Drop down into the Nirvana group, which they're currently in.
3 years on that OMG squad. 3 years of being on the outskirts and the potential dark horses, but now he finds himself on Team WE and finds himself in a promising position time and time again for them. Now we see them sieging this top tier too, as Wanji almost just dies, has to burn the heal. Now Wanfong is the one that's going to pay the ultimate price as he Killer Instincts to buy a little bit of time. Fofo cleans that one up, and now Team WE moving forward with the siege to end all sieges. They want revenge for that locking out of Group Ascend by RNG at the finishing of the placement stage. Wayward, though, in some trouble here. He is going to get the Sterix gauge popped, and he's still alive. Now the rest of RNG have to run away. Geju is on the wrong side of the tracks here. Fofo not going to chase him down because Team WE know what they came for, and they're looking to end.
Wayward even uses the Wukong clone for an extra source of healing from his Q. It is just all disaster for RNG. The ship is sinking. They can change the planks on it, but the results are the same.
They're going in. Tongyuan barely alive. Now they just need to wait for the minions to come through, and the last turret is falling. There is nothing left but a barren wasteland, and it might have been a 1-1 series split in that placement stage, but Team WE, they want to make good on that one. They're going to try to overextend maybe a little bit, as RNG have a little bit of fight left to give, but no, they don't. Abel steps them up and sits them down as everybody's starting to fall apart. Abel, he's looking to clean house here. Team WE are making it a short day here so far as well, as they'll take a sweep over RNG and improve to 2-0.
Abel looking more like his brother, Kane, the original murderer, takes